welcome to Reno Improv's Saturday night show. It's Yes and night. So I got my Yes and shirt on. I got my Yes and sticker right over here. And we're just so glad you're here. So thank you for coming to see another show. And tonight's going to be quite interesting. If you came to the last Spoon River show, you know that these things get a little weird, but always different. You just don't know what's going to happen. So hang on to your hats, so to speak, and grab your popcorn. It's going to be a doozy. Right off the top, I need some help from all of you. And so hold on. Let me click on the right thing here just a second. Boom, that's it. Hey, could you please think about some really sweet names for a nice small town that we could get behind? Because tonight's show takes place in a quaint little town with small town charm and quirky characters that get into all kinds of mischief. So throw some names in the chat. What would you like this little small town to be called? So while you're doing that, let me just tell you what's going on at Reno Improv. Today felt like spring, so it made me kind of hopeful, right? I would love to do some outdoor improv or something like that. I can really visualize it. So hopefully we can figure out some way to do that. And you know, if anybody has any leads on an outdoor space that they think, hey, that could be used that way, let us know. We're open to ideas and we're investigating all the possibilities. We're doing research on the requirements and the opportunities out there for live entertainment because we would love to get together with you in person. So anyway, in the meantime, we're right here online every Saturday night at 8 o'clock, and we're having a really good time figuring out how to do that with all different kinds of formats. And in the next month or two, we've also invited people from all around the country to come perform with us and do all kinds of interesting shows. It's always something different. So come back and see what's going on every time. Tonight, by the way, if you would like to donate to help our theater be one of the special theaters that survives this whole shutdown, that would be awesome. And we appreciate people like that so much. We appreciate you just being here tonight because it makes it a joy to perform when there's people in the audience. If anybody also could see their way to donate a little bit to our theater to keep us going, if you donate $10, you get a cool Yes and sticker. It's those cool oval kind that look really nice on your car. And it says Yes and Reno Improv, which is super cool. We also have a special limited supply of our Yes and commemorative t-shirt. It's got murder hornets and forest fires and protests and masks and even that elusive toilet paper from a year ago that nobody could find. So if you want one, they're available, and you'll see information about that in just a second. So hopefully there's lots of little small town names over there in the chat. I'm going to go check that out in a minute. Meanwhile, if you want to donate, here's all the information you need, because you could get that cool sticker. We do a different one every week, so you got to come back and see. This awesome sticker is not available tonight, so you're going to have to come back if you want the special Reno Improv logo sticker. Tonight's the Yes and sticker, so consider that's going on. Meanwhile, there's the information about the t-shirt. They're super awesome, and they are flying off the shelves. So they have been selling fast. And if you want one, we can't wait till we all get back together, and then we have this cool t-shirt to remember the year that we didn't get to be together in person. And I think it'll be really special. So consider. Those are ways you can help our theater besides being here in person. And we're trying really hard to outlast this situation so that we can be there in person again, because we have such an awesome community here in Reno, and we had great times. Remember Playground? Wasn't that fun? And all those wacky shows, they're coming back someday. We're going to do this. We are going to do this. We are determined to do this. So let me go check those comments and see what's going on. Behind the scenes right now, a cast of characters is developing, and they're going to be out here on stage in just a moment. So let's see what we've got. Oh, interesting. Is there a Spoon Lake too? There could be. You know, where does that river go? Where does it come from? These are existential questions of Spoon River that you need to know. We've got so many. Oh, these are sweet. I'm going to keep going until I find something that I know. If I pick it, those characters will go pretty nuts. These are awesome. I think I used to live in one of these places. A lot of small towns out there. How about, oh, they're so good. This is hard. Oh, that's sweet. How about Lost Loop? I love this. Lost Loop. That seems like an awesome little town name. It's really fitting for the kind of characters that you're about to meet. So that's very appropriate and inspirational. Really, you will see. That's just going to inspire those characters backstage. So without further ado, I'm going to bring them out in just a second. Now, what you're going to notice if you haven't seen one of these Spoon River shows before is they start a little different than the other shows. So you're going to get a really good in-depth introduction to each of the characters who didn't exist until like 1 second ago. So before your eyes, these characters are going to turn into the wacky characters of, I already forgot, Lost Loop. That's right, Lost Loop. And so you're about to meet them, and they'll talk about themselves a little bit, and then you'll get to know the town also. So it's an interesting format, and we're eager to bring it to you. Here they come. So let's see. How shall I identify these people? I'm going to tell you who the actors are, but then that's the last time you're going to hear these names, okay? So let's hear it for the following. Your cast tonight consists of Heather and Aurora and Jake, Megan, Logan, and Katie. There they are. But you see their alter egos are here already. I'm going to get out of the way so you can get to know who they really are. For tonight only, you're the only people who get to meet these people. So enjoy the show.
Hi there, it's so good to meet you. Welcome to Lost Loop. I'm Lynn, and I create and then put on shows for Lint Puppets. Here's my latest creation. His name is Sandy, I can't wait to get him on stage. I have a little stage where he performs, and it's just something I do. Not really for money, but for joy. I was very lucky and I married rich, and so I just get to spend my day doing whatever crazy thing I want to do.
Hey, I'm Vanessa. I'm the town phlebotomist because everybody knows that every town needs somebody who can suck the blood out of your arm. I feel very strongly about the role I play in this community. I try to help people feel calm. When you go having your blood removed from your arm, I bet you're stressed out. My job is to calm people down, make them feel okay about that needle, the sharp needle going into their vein, and then sucking the blood out. It's my job, and I'm proud of it.
Hi, everybody. I'm Bob Kathleen, the slipper manufacturer. I just recently moved here to Lost Loop. I've sort of been shamed and kicked out of, the hub for slipper manufacturing. Everybody knows as Dallas. The forces that be at Big Slipper, they had it in for me, But, I'm here. I'm alive. Thank goodness. I've got great sales skills. I know everybody in this town can use a pair of slippers, A lot of people think that maybe slippers aren't appropriate in every situation, but I'm here to tell you, fuck you. They are. I'm going to make the sale to you, and you're going to love your slippers. Understand? All right.
Hi. My name's Rebecca. I'm the town divorce lawyer, and let me tell you, this town needs me. Listen, relationships are tough, and that's why I'm here to help break them up, really. Just give me a call if you're having problems in your relationship, because who isn't? Am I right? I mean, really, job security. Let's be real. Anyways, yeah, give me a call, Rebecca. Lost Loop Divorce.
Well, hello. I'm Raymond, the oracle of this town, see? And I live on the outskirts of town, and I'm the oracle because you just can't help but see things in the woods in the dark as you're sitting on your porch gazing out into the forest in your slippers, your beautiful, soft Bob Kathleen slippers. And I ain't never been married, never been tainted by any relationships that would stop me from being the oracle and seeing things. I protect this town, okay? I took a philosophy class in college, and now I see everything. All right.
Hi, I'm Violet with Violet's Astrology LLC. I like walks on the beach and writing love letters. My favorite drink is a pecan punch. You asked me about my business. Let's just keep it professional here. So Violet's Astrology LLC was the first woman-owned business to be launched in Little Loop. I started it when I was 21, and I was born in Beaver Haven, and I moved here in middle school, and I just knew, I could tell that people needed guidance in their life. I formed the business when Earth was conjunct Moon, which was really auspicious for starting a business, especially one of this type. So I want to help people and guide them. I personally have 3 planets in Pluto, and it's just like, it's really meaningful for me to channel my insights and share them with the world. So thank you for asking.
So I feel like I get along really well with everyone in town. Although I do have a best friend, Violet. She's been my best friend since school. She actually introduced me to my husband, Trevor. And Trevor is actually sometimes one of my main characters in my productions, and he doesn't know it. And I don't plan on telling him. I do not have a strong relationship with Rebecca, the divorce lawyer, because she's always trying to like separate me from Trevor. She's always trying to like create like drama in our relationships. So I don't really like to talk to her very much, but everyone else I get along great with.
I've been working with Bob. Bob's all about comfort, and I'm all about keeping people feeling comfortable when I'm stabbing them and sucking out their blood. So Bob and I are working on a co-marketing plan. It feels really good to be talking with Bob about this really important business launching venture. I like Bob. I wish Bob and I could have a future together that would be rich in calming people. It's my dream.
Awesome. Yeah, I love this town as well. There's so many great people here. Vanessa's been excellent lately. She's been just so supportive of the business. Been selling her these great open-toed slippers. Nothing says a professional phlebotomist like seeing those biggies when you walk in. Yeah, this place is just so awesome. Raymond also, he's like just an incredible mystic. He's worn my slippers, and like I give him a huge discount on the fact that he can see my soul and he can see my future. And we're going to work together to make sure that I'm once again back in Dallas.
I just have to say, if I didn't mention already, that I am the Lost Loop divorce lawyer, the one and only. And what I'm really listen, let's be real. It's a small town. There's not a lot of relationships romantically going on. So I'm really focused on Lynn and Trevor. I really feel like there is a crack in that relationship. Um, but I'm also determined to maybe get some folks together so that, they can have a relationship, but then maybe find some problems down the line. I'm really focused on, creating some business in this small town. Raymond and I have, a call in the making, and maybe Bob and Vanessa, he can't even really say her name right. So, but they like each other. So, but there's already a problem happening in our relationship. So, anyways.
Well, as I already said earlier, I got a good relationship with Bob. I wear his slippers when I am oracling. They keep my feet warm and comfy so I can just focus completely on the vision, what I'm seeing, right? If I got cold feet, then I'm out. Let's see who else. I got a good relationship with Violet, the astrologist. She, oracling and astrology go hand in hand. Sometimes there's some overlap there. Sometimes I use her star charts to see what's going to happen, is happening. Sometimes she, checks in on with me with her thing. No one in this town really says my name right. They keep calling me Raymond. Look, my name is Raymond, all right? I took the D out of my name when I became an oracle. It's a meaningful, all right? My goal is to change this town from Lost Loop to Found Fwoop. And everyone laughs when I say that, but I don't laugh, okay? I'm serious. That's it.
So, most of my clients are actually like second homeowners who moved here, or at least they bought houses here because they like the view. But my best friends are the ones who live here year round. So Lynn definitely she rises to the top. She makes the best martinis. Oh my God. And when she's martinis and her lint puppet shows, so funny. The reason that her and Trevor go well together is because they both have Pisces in springtime. And that is just a really good combination for their marriage. I also, so Raymond and I'm really trying to get the pronunciation right. So Raymond and we get along really well, like professionally, because sometimes I need him to channel the animal spirit to really understand what kind of guidance to provide to someone, especially my friends, so that their energy or the monkey energy, and like this year's like the year of the ox. So like I'm trying to understand that in the context of like, the big like sun retrograde thing. But there's one person that I stay away from, and that is Rebecca. She has had her Mars in retrograde like her whole life. And that's just like something that I don't understand. It's like warrior. She like always wants to like battle and like break things. So I don't try to go close to that. But anyway, if she were to hire me, I would just like send her to Raymond or something, because I think he knows better how to deal with the warrior energy. And anyway, I think we're out of time, so thank you.
Okay, so tell me, I understand that you and Violet have a connection.
Well, it's more of a professional connection. We do require some lawyering back and forth sometimes, so we don't, steal each other's business. But that's it.
Well, I got you covered, but I feel like you guys have a real luck connection. If I don't mind, I don't want to impose or anything. I just.
Now I wouldn't be lying. I would be lying if I said that I've never longed for some sort of love connection, but I've always been afraid that it would, interfere with my visions, and I need a real clear head. And sometimes if emotions get involved, I mess up,
I hear you. I hear you. And you know what? Just from an outsider's perspective, I see. I mean, I'm no oracle like you. But sometimes we get lost in our own perspectives. We need an outsider. And I'm telling you and Violet, what do the kids do? They do
Yeah. I see there that your hands are in the shape of a heart, and I get your meaning. All right, I'm an oracle after all.
I know.
Now
I knew that.
Now, my visions and my predictions have always been correct, except one time when I was 17 years old, and a girl almost swooped me off my feet, and ever since then I've been just too afraid. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay to feel fear. I mean, I feel fear all the time. I mean, quite frankly, like, I'm really scared that I'm not going to get enough business. What do you see for me?
Venetia. Hey, Venetia.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, so I get what you're saying. The blood that comes out, that spills out, you don't want it to be too noticeable on your toes with these open-toed shoes. So I think we should go with a different color, like maybe like burnt elk, it'll hide it a little better.
Bob, you're a genius.
Oh.
There aren't very many people in this town that inspire me the way that you do, Bob.
Oh, well, thanks, V. Really.
But I'm honored that you carved out this time in your day to spend with me. If you think that burnt, what did you say? Burnt
elk.
Burnt elk.
Yeah.
Now, wow. Now that is a marketing concept that blows my mind. I would have never come up with burnt elk. Bob, burnt elk scares me a little bit.
It scares you. Okay, that's great. Now that's what I'm going for. So tell me, what about it scares you?
Burnt elk. Bob, when I think of you, I don't think of the smell of burnt flesh. When I think of your slippers, I think of comfort. I don't think burnt elk, Bob. You blow my mind with how expansive you are in your thinking.
Why, thank you so much. I really believe in fear, of when people are afraid, they consume. So that's why I've come up with scary titles. Who?
Lynn, I love our weekly coffee dates that sometimes end in martinis.
Let me pour you another.
Thank you.
I'm sorry it's in a wine glass. I know that isn't classy.
It's so classy. I can tell that your moon is conjunct your Pisces. No.
I didn't catch that, but I see that you're in some. I feel like there's some deep pain that you're going through, Violet.
Yeah, I've been trying to give people guidance, but I think I need some myself right now.
Okay. Yeah. What's going on?
Well, my business is doing okay. There's a lot of, snow bunnies and tourists and stuff, but it just doesn't have like the creative element. And I really admire how you've been, doing your puppet shows for so long. And I just think that bringing that energy would help bring it to the next level,
So you wait. You would you like to promote your services in my puppet show? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Or just channel the creativity that you bring. And if you could promote my work in your puppet show, yeah.
Yes, I definitely. You know what? Here's what I think. I'll be honest. I think that you should be as happy in love as I am with Trevor. I mean, there's got to be someone in this town that is your soulmate, like Trevor is my soulmate.
Yeah,
Lynn. Lynn, you may not believe this because I know you believe in me as the oracle, but a lot of people in this town, they don't think being an oracle is real.
Well, I, for one, am very on board with the occult and all sorts of nonsense. I mean, I believe in it all. I believe it all. The Mercury in retrograde,
I know, and that,
or I know because my husband and I were
and that's
both
why I've come to
springtime
you. Look, that's why I've come to you. Look, people aren't really coming to me and listening to me as much as I'd like, and I think I need a different way to communicate to the town. And I was thinking maybe, some of my visions could be portrayed through your lint puppet shows.
I love this idea. Why don't you start talking and I will show it as a puppet.
Now, all right, I'm going to close my eyes and do my oracle thing now. All right. I see Trevor, and he's walking along the sidewalk. And I see Katie, the divorce lawyer, and she's walking along the sidewalk. And as they're walking past each other, Katie seems to have thrown one of Bob's slippers underneath the foot of Trevor, so he tumbles and falls onto the sewer grating. And now I see the divorce lawyer. What was her name anyway? Yes.
Raymond. Raymond. I think it's a really good idea that you had. We're going to do this in 3 steps. We're going to have 3 sessions. First, we're just going to talk about it, okay? I'm going to bring out the needle. We're going to look at it really carefully. You can smell it.
Oh, God.
I prefer that you not touch it because I'm going to have to throw it away. I can see the furrow in your brow, Raymond. If you want, give it a sniff.
Well,
this is exposure therapy, Raymond, and this is how you're going. This is how we're going to get through it. Now let's just, I'm just going to leave the needle right here. You just keep looking at it. Now, with this, just keep this in your focus. Let's just talk about the puppet show. I mean, it went great.
Now, now I'm going to be straight with you right now, Vanessa. My oracle powers can be similar to Wi-Fi, and sometimes when Wi-Fi is bad, it's cutting out, and I just can't hear what the people around me are saying very much. So,
Violet.
Kathleen.
Hi, Violet. Hey, I've come to you because I'm sort of interested in somebody that I have a professional relationship with, and I'm sort of scared to like say anything. I don't want to ruin, the money, frankly, and I want to come to you to see if my spirit's in lines, or just if our astrology is compatible.
Kathleen, I'm really glad you came to me. I've been actually getting pings about this for a while. So I'm going to look at the areas of your chart, both in business but love as well, and see if, there's some synergy there. So Vanessa has Europa, which is the moon.
Wait, who?
Vanessa.
Vanessa. Okay, I got it now. Thank you.
That might help.
Totally. Thank you.
Okay. So, right, her the moon of her Mars is square with her Neptune, and so that's really important for you to remember.
Absolutely.
But the key point is, I think there's a little window of opportunity. There's going to be an alignment soon.
Okay, so like a window, like a square around the moon, which is
yes, exactly, a square around the moon. So, but there's only going to be a little bit of time.
Rebecca, I need to talk to you. Don't hi, Lynn, me, Rebecca.
I wanted to talk to you. Go ahead, sweetheart.
Well, I want to talk to you too, because just let me show you this puppet show that came to light the other day when I was talking to the Oracle, Raymond. Hey you, okay? Walk along. Here's my husband, okay? Something untoward happened between you two. I know it.
Lynn,
I don't know exactly the details because they were fuzzy Wi-Fi for him. So
okay, and those are fuzzy lit puppets. Now listen, Lynn. Let's be real, okay? Let's just put it all on the Lost Loop table, okay? So let's try to admit that you and Trevor might have a problem in your relationship.
Oh no. We are springtime Pisces together. There are no problems and no cracks in our relationship.
Okay.
We are 10 out of 10.
Okay, let's stop with the hocus pocus talk. Okay, really, I mean, I think you're gonna need my services soon. Let's be real.
Never. Not gonna happen, Rebecca. Not gonna happen.
Okay,
we're in love and we'll always be in love.
Lynn, nobody has asked me to do something like that before. I mean, when I give a jab, my goal is to comfort the community.
This time, Vanessa, when you take the divorce lawyer's blood, I want it to hurt more than it should, more than it needs to. I want her to be scared. I want her tensing up. I want her muscles going, ee! And I want the blood to be like, oh, should I go out or not? I want her to suffer. I really need this.
Okay, I'm hearing what you're saying. I see you and I hear you, Lynn.
This is what I want to happen. This is what I want. This is her. This is the needle.
Oh my God.
I want it all. No mercy. No mercy, Vanessa.
Okay, I get it.
Raymond. Hey, Raymond. What's up, man?
Bob.
I've come here to ask you for a few things. The first of which, we've been friends for a while now. You've accepted me.
Love your slippers.
and-
Love your slippers.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Do you love it? This is the new one, the new color I call Walnut Haven.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you. But what I've come here to ask you today, Raymond, is because I feel so close to you, and I feel like our paths are connected. And as you've seen in your visions, you've seen the future for me. I want to take the D from your name that you gave up when you became an oracle. What I'm asking, Raymond, is will you give me that D?
Bob, you can absolutely have my D. It would be an honor. I've been keeping that D for something special, and I never had anywhere to put that D, but it's yours.
If I could just put that right on the end of my first name.
You can take it right now. I'll get Rebecca, the lawyer, to give you my legal D.
Bob Kathleen.
Oh.
Bob Kathleen.
Sorry, I was doing paperwork.
Yes, we are almost. Listen, I just have to say that I appreciate so much your patronage.
Absolutely.
And I'm so glad that you got that D.
Me too.
And
Me too.
I just am so honored to call you for the very first time, Bob Platt. Bob, I messed it up.
It's okay. It's a hard D.
I'm so nervous because I'm the first person to say with a hard D, Bob Kathleen. I mean,
Yes.
it's like you're a verb now. It's incredible.
It is, right?
Lynn. I'm really willing to consider it. I mean,
You haven't done it yet. You're still thinking about it. Okay.
I'm thinking about it. If there was so much energy in your demonstration of how you wanted that to go. I've been I was awake all night thinking about the jabbing, and it was interesting to me how you depicted the jabbing in the shoulder, because we don't usually suck blood out of a shoulder. It was an idea. It's an idea, Lynn.
Like, take it right out of her heart. I don't care. I mean, get that blood.
Rebecca, what a surprise to bump into you on the street here.
I know. It's always a surprise to bump into me, isn't it?
Yeah. You crossed my mind the other day. I was thinking about the work that you did with Josie and Joe and Danielle and Dan and those couples that you seem so dedicated to doing your job, but there's something, you have a sense of purpose beyond looking for the cracks in people's lives. I can tell.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Violet, I'm so touched. I thought you hated me.
What I'm saying, I'm not saying I don't hate you. What I'm saying is that you should really pivot your sense of purpose from breaking people up to maybe like corporate law. Maybe you could like do something greater than make things smaller. Two people, break them into smaller units. Maybe you could like make things bigger.
It's so, yes. That is so crazy. It's very, serendipitous that you bring that up because I just gave Bob Kathleen his big D. And I feel like it was big. It was huge.
You made it better.
Violet,
Raymond.
Violet. Look, I'm coming to you right now because my oracle powers are getting all choppy and pixelated, and I was wondering if you could look up at the stars and see if there's like an alien mothership interfering with my visions or something.
Raymond, let me do a special session for you. Oh man, Raymond. I didn't notice this before. I didn't look at your outer planets, but your Uranus is looking a little drained.
Rebecca. Okay, if you need to put your head between your knees, just let me know.
Oh no, I have been waiting for this all week. I can't wait.
Oh my God.
Rebecca, no one has ever really responded that way. We're
I know,
doing
but
three.
I just love needles.
We're doing 3 draws this week, Rebecca. We're gonna.
Are we really? I thought it was just one.
Now we're not going for the shoulder, Rebecca. Rebecca, the first draw is going to be in your left buttocks. Just lean over and stay calm, Rebecca.
Benisqua?
I can't wait.
Benisqua.
Hey, Bob de Kathleen.
Yes, Benisqua, I've developed feelings for you, and a couple of people have told me some things are gonna happen. And as I just walk in this room, I see you have a picture of the moon in a box.
I always carry a picture of the moon in the box with me.
Oh my goodness, this is a sign. It's all coming true, Benisqua.
Can we just take a step back? I'm not sure which of these issues to address first. I'm embarrassed to say that I'm not sure where your D goes. Bob, because I know the whole town is talking about how you got the D. Everybody wanted the D. Raymond's D? It was such a genius idea.
Vanessa, darling. Vanessa, I want you to have the D. Will you please do me the honor of being my wife? And
No, you can't do it because you don't even fucking know my name.
Benisqua.
Can you read, Bob?
I'm so sorry.
It's Vanessa. E is a double E, you dumb Bob. Bob, where did you put your D?
Vasquez,
Violet.
I got it.
Lynn,
Violet, I can see you're in love.
I'm torn up. I'm over the moon.
This is your heart, and it is beating, for Raymond, the oracle. I can tell.
You're right. He is. I never knew. I thought I could. I was so caught up in my own predictions that I couldn't even see what is in front of my face.
Yeah,
Lynn, I did it just like the puppet show. I had her lean over the table. I got the biggest needle I could find. It started out sharp. I dulled it down. It was exhilarating. It was exhilarating, Lynn. I mean, I just shoved that in her. Oh, tight, hard ass. And sucked the blood out.
oh, it's a tight.
Bob Kathleen. Bob. Hi. Hi, Bob. I'm sorry. I'm a little under the weather, but it's all good. My bum hurts just a little bit.
Yeah, your 3/4 of your body is bruised. How did that? It was
I
just one
know,
shot.
isn't it awesome?
Wow, that was pretty awesome.
Listen, I heard about you and Vanessa
Yeah, Visquinza. Yeah.
tying the big D together.
We
You guys are gonna have a wedding? I
We
mean,
are.
really?
We are. Once I learned her name, she accepted, and it's all going down. I can't wait.
Oh my God, and it's all because of me and the
Rebecca.
big D.
Rebecca, this time it's a small needle. It's a teeny tiny small needle. We're going to go straight through your eye for this one, Rebecca.
Oh, Vanessa.
You just hold that eye wide open.
Do I have to take my glasses off?
Raymond, Epiphany.
Violet, what is it?
Raymond, you and I are meant to be together.
You know, I never thought I would ever be in a relationship, but now that my powers are slipping away, I think that maybe it's time.
That makes sense, Raymond. Whatever it takes. We could just like go on a date and then we could have a wedding or a double wedding with all the people who are in love in Little Loop.
That's a big scale there. First you said go on a date, and then you said double wedding. I mean, where are we starting here?
We're starting where we are.
Violet.
Lynn, I think I just proposed to him.
That is really great. I just want to tell you, I just have one concern, and I want to say this before Rebecca gets around here. I want you to resolve this. You call this town Little Loop, and you've been trying to get the name changed for a long time. And I know that Raymond wants to call this town Found Floop. Okay, so I think you guys need to come together on this. And I don't know who needs to change their mind, but someone does, because if you don't, you need to be one. You need to be one. You have to be of one mind. You cannot be separated on this issue. This is
You're right.
a deal breaker.
Violet.
But Vanessa.
Brilliant. I can't wait to see how the wedding comes off with the puppet show in the middle as a centerpiece. The whole town, Violet, this is going to be great for your career. It's going to be great for your wedding.
Yes, so you're in. You're going to be the other couple in the double wedding. You and Bob Kathleen.
Okay, if I have to.
Judy.
I'm so glad that we are gathered here today. Everybody now, everybody. This is such a beautiful, I feel so proud.
I love you, Valencia.
And for God's sakes, get her name right, Bob D.
Hey, wait just one minute, Rebecca. That's not just Bob D. That's Bob D. Kathleen D. Get it right.
I'm sorry. I just applied for my license to officiate this wedding, so I'm a little bit of a green person on this. Okay, but we're gathered here today in the name of love and divorce. And will you, Vanessa, take Bob D. Kathleen?
Wait, who?
Vanessa.
Bob yes,
D. Kathleen,
yes, sorry. Go on.
Will you take Vanessa as your lawfully wedded wife?
Yes, of course.
I think you're supposed to say I do.
Oh, I do.
Okay. And Vanessa, will you take Bob D. Kathleen as your lawfully wedded husband?
It is asking a lot. It is asking a lot.
Wow. Okay, I thought we were on the same page here. I don't Okay.
Okay, well, you know what? Just call me after the ceremony.
There's an idea. It's really, really all about Raymond and Violet and Lynn. You take over now.
Well,
For the puppet show.
so yeah, well, no, well, so this is Trevor couldn't be here today, so he's here in effigy. So we just want to say from the bottom of our hearts that all of you should be as happy as we are in holy matrimony. Isn't that right? He said yes. And so anyway, I just want to say that I'm really happy for all the couples in the town. And I want to say, Rebecca, it's your time to die.
Wow, that was a shocking denouement right there. Thank you, everybody. Wow, you really brought your A game tonight, and we appreciate it. What an awesome cast. What an awesome audience. This was amazing. So come back again next week and see what happens. It's going to be a whole different thing, and you won't want to miss a minute of it. Good night, everybody. See ya.
Good
I gotta leave this way.
Thank
Good
you.
night, good night, good night.